After Avengers Endgame, Marvel finished with their two main heroes, Captain America and Iron Man. As you know, Iron Man sacrificed himself in the final battle with Thanos to banish the Status Army. On the other hand, Captain America stays in the past after returning all the Infinity Stones to their timeline and soaks his old self at the end of the film, and he gives the mission of being Captain America to some Wilson, which we saw him fall in the Winter Soldier, but due to the rise of Kang the Conqueror in Avengers Spy, we can see Steve Rogers in Avengers the Kang Dynasty. And of course, Marvel doesn't want to bring back Captain Permanent to his role in the team, but they can bring him back from another timeline or another universe. Here's how the viewer might ask, wouldn't that ruin his story at the end of the fingers for such a move? Would strip him of his perfect happy ending in Avengers Endgame. The truth that he finally got to dance with Peggy and spend the rest of his life with her after being denied a chance in Captain America. The first Avenger was handled brilliantly. After everything Steve had to go through with 3 soldiers and the 4-finger spill, the reward he received seems more than necessary. Marvel knows the risks they take if that version of Captain America returned, and he's likely to make this mistake. Better approach would be to avoid this scenario entirely and retrieve an earlier version of Kim from the time stream. Time travel has become an important flaw in the MCU. As a result of Avengers Endgame, the Avengers now can travel through time. Thanks to the Quantum Dimension, it reappeared in Luck, a series that introduced the Time Variance Authority, which is a Marvel Comics organization tasked with regulating the main timeline. These developments open up a variety of new possibilities for the MCU future. As there's no telling where or when Marvel could go, it could bring back long-dead villains, Marvel common characters from the past or the future. In short, the storytelling potential of time travel includes everything, of course, except for old characters who are plagued by past actions. Captain America was thought to be one of those characters, with him no longer living in the modern era. He'd be at the top of the list of heroes. MCU should be set in a time-traveling adventure. However, all of Chris Evans's promises about being finished with Captain America seem to rule that out. That may no longer be the case. If the Cab returns, time travel is the most obvious and best way for him to work. Marvel shouldn't have to look far for a reason to bring Steve back from another time in his life. Ken will be appearing, and then 3 after the Locket series. If this is the extent Marvel splats were one of the greatest threats the Avengers have ever faced after Fence, it would be a setback. He's far too big and dangerous ability to be covered in a single confrontation with Edmund and the Wasp. Even though he was only a human in the comics, his attempts to conquer the modern world would usually need a larger gathering of superheroes. The MCU must follow comics to do Confernus for a crossover film. Like Avengers Spy, a character on his level must be treated as a major villain. Khan, as a character who can travel anywhere in time, is more than capable of assembling the forces required to take on Earth's mightiest heroes. Could go back in time and get all the powerful threats they faced in the past, or even alternate universe villains they've never met can build an army in this manner. So the only way MC uses Avengers Steam can counter the strategy is to fight fire with fire in Avengers Forever. Marvel Comics needs a series we see kind of a model for how they might deal with getting into comics with junks got various Avengers from various periods in their lives, using a mysterious power known as the Destiny Force to achieve the same goal in the MCU. The Avengers could use the Quantum Realm instead of a Destiny Force. They could travel back in time to find the heroes they need to defeat Captain America, whose leadership is incomparable in the MCU, would be an excellent choice among those heroes. The Avengers could visit him at various times to bring him to their timeline. They could go back to World War II, bring him out of the ice after 1945, finding between the Avengers and Endgame, or even use American Chavis to find Captain America from other universities. Regardless of when Captain America joins the team, he has the potential to add some exciting moments to the fight against Ken. In Marvel Comics canon, Captain America has had some memorable battles that would be great to see adapted to the big screen in Avengers 5. That was it for this video. If you have different thoughts, let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.